Hello friends, welcome back to our this new video. This is video number 13 based on topic solutions. In this video, we are going to learn the third colligative property, that is what? The depression in freezing point. See, at the beginning, definition of freezing point. So freezing point, it is defined as the temperature at which liquid freezes into solid, or the temperature at which liquid freezes. So that is what the freezing point. So the temperature at which liquid and solid form are at equilibrium, that is having the same vapor pressure, that is called as the freezing point of the liquid. What is that? The temperature at which the liquid and solid form are at equilibrium and having the same vapor pressures. So that temperature is called as freezing point of that particular liquid. See, it is observed that when non-volatile solute is added in a pure solvent in order to prepare the solution, the freezing point of that solution now lowers or decreases. So this is called as depression in freezing point. काय होतं पहा, एखाद्या प्युअर सॉल्व्हंटमध्ये आपण जेव्हा नॉन व्होलेटाईल सोल्यूट ॲड करतो सोल्युशन तयार करण्याकरिता, त्यावेळेस त्या सोल्युशनचा द सोल्युशन विच कंटेनिंग नॉन व्होलेटाईल सॉल्यूट so has lower freezing point compared to the original pure solvent. This is considered as the depression in freezing point. See, if the T0F indicates the freezing point of pure solvent and TF indicates the freezing point of solution, then T0F is always greater than that of the TF, and that's why the difference between the freezing point of solvent and that of the solution, that is considered as the depression in freezing point. So what is that? The depression in freezing point is nothing but the difference between the the freezing point of pure solvent and the freezing point of the solution. So that is what the depression in freezing point. So this freezing point depression as a consequence of vapor pressure lowering. So again, freezing point depression is another evidence which prove how the vapor pressure lowering occurs. So this can be explained with the help of now say the effect of dissolution of a non-volatile solute in a solvent is understood. The effect of what effect happens, how the depression in freezing point occurs, the effect of dissolution of a non-volatile solute in a solvent is understood or studied with the help of vapor pressure lowering. So in this case, this can be explained with the help of this graph here, or this diagram consists of three curves. That is what AB, that is a curve of solid solvent. Then CD, liquid solvent curve, and EF is the solution curve. So that is what, when vapor pressure is plotted against the temperature. So how the variation of vapor pressure with temperature of solid solvent, liquid solvent and solution occurs, so that is shown in this diagram. See here, So in order to explain what, that is how the diffraction of freezing point occurs with the help of the lowering of vapor pressure, we have to consider. So this diagram, in this case, three curves are there. A curve AB for solid solvent, a curve CD for liquid solvent, and a curve EF for solution. So we know the curve of solution always lies below the pure solvent or liquid solvent. So we know that is due to the lowering of vapor pressure. So see, in this case it is observed that from graph or diagram, see, according to the definition of freezing point, the point B where curve AB and CD intersects. So this point. So in this case it is observed that at this point the vapor pressure of this solid solvent and the vapor pressure of liquid solvent becomes same. So this phase at which the vapor pressure of solid solvent and liquid solvent becomes same. So at this temperature, this is considered as that is the freezing point of the that is what, liquid, the freezing point of liquid. According to the definition, the temperature at which liquid and its solid form have the same vapor pressure. So at this point B where these two curves intersects with each other, so this at this temperature, so this is nothing but the freezing point of this solvent. Correct? Then see, look at this, the point E where the curve AB, that is solid solvent, and the curve of solution intersects with each other. So at this point E where the vapor pressure of solution and solid solvent becomes same, identical, so this temperature, this is called as the freezing point of solution. So from graph it is observed that as the vapor pressure curve for solution lies below, see here. So that's why the temperature at which the solution freezes, so that is lower than that of the T0F, than that of the pure solvent. So in this case, the solute does not dissolve in solid solvent. So this is important note. The solute does not dissolve in solid solvent, and the reason why the diffraction in freezing point of solution occurs due to the presence of non-volatile solute. So this can be explained like this. So in solvent, pure solvent, the force of attraction between the solvent molecules is high, and that is enough to freeze the particular liquid, and that is it get converted into the solid form. So when non-volatile solute particles added in that solvent, at that time what happens, due to the addition of solute, the force of attraction between the solvent molecules from the solution, so this is decreases, and that's why at some lower temperature such solution freezes. Try to understand why the diffraction of freezing point occurs. So in case of pure solvent, the force of attraction between the solvent molecules is enough to freeze that liquid into the solid phase. But when the solute is added in that solvent, so in case of solution, due to the solute particles, the force of attraction between the solvent molecules is lower, and that's why at some low temperature, the solution freezes into the solid form, and that's why the vapor pressure, that is the freezing point of solution is lower than that of the pure solvent. Okay, then one more aspect, that is what the freezing point diffraction and concentration of solute. So see here, the freezing point diffraction. So this is directly proportional to the molality of the solution. Molality, small m, of the solution. So this is experimentally observed that diffraction in freezing point is directly proportional to the molality, and that's why delta Tf is equal to Kf into m, where Kf is the another constant, proportionality constant, called as the molar freezing constant, or that is what the diffraction freezing constant, molar freezing constant or diffraction freezing constant, Kf, or this is also called as cryoscopic constant. Cryoscopic constant. So molarity if is equal to 1 at that time, delta Tf is equal to Kf. So that's why this is called as molar diffraction constants. So that is Kf is defined as the diffraction produced when, that is, the solution is of having the concentration 1 molar. So that is what called the cryoscopic constant or molar diffraction constant. So in this way, the colligative property, so diffraction in freezing point is also a colligative property because it depends upon the number of solute particles which are present in the solution. Furthermore, so if molality is equal to 1, delta Tf is equal to Kf, and this Kf, now see, can be rearranged like this. Kf is equal to delta Tf upon m, and from which we can derive the unit. So unit form, again, diffraction in freezing point, that is Kelvin into kg per mole, that is the unit. So in this way, so this is the one more colligative property, that is the diffraction in freezing point. In next video we will study how to determine the diffraction in freezing point, or how to determine the molar mass of solute by using the diffraction in freezing point, and also the numerical based on this formula. So we stop here. Thank you. If you like, don't forget to subscribe.